Fajr is a moment of light, a time of transition between the darkness of night and the brightness of day, a time witnessed by the angels. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَقِيمِ الصَّلَاةَ لِدُلُوكِ الشَّمْسِ إِلَى غَسَقِ اللَّيْلِ وَقُرْآنَ الْفَجْرِ إِنَّ قُرْآنَ الْفَجْرِ كَانَ مَشْهُودًا. Surah Al-Isra 1778. Establish prayer at the decline of the sun until the darkness of night and the recitation at dawn. Indeed, the recitation of dawn is ever witnessed. Imagine that when you stand for Fajr, the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bear witness to your worship. This is not an ordinary moment. It is a time filled with light and with barakah. But here lies the hidden secret. For many of us, once we finish Fajr, we feel the pull of the bed. The blanket is warm, the body is tired, and we say to ourselves, just a few more minutes. Before we know it, the sun is up, half the morning has gone, and with it, much of the barakah has slipped away. Sleeping after Fajr is not haram. In fact, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, sometimes rested in the morning, but he also made a dua, Allahumma barik li ummati fi bukuriha. Oh Allah, bless my nation in their early mornings. This is the secret. The hours after Fajr carry a special blessing that cannot be found at any other time. They are the hours of clarity, the hours of productivity, the hours when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places success and light into your actions. Think of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. They would pray Fajr and then sit in the masjid, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala until the sun rose. Only after that would they go about their work, their trade, or their daily tasks. They understood the value of those hours. They did not waste them. Today, we see the opposite. While our bodies may get rest, our souls are deprived of blessings. Modern science even confirms this. The brain is sharpest in the morning, the body has its natural energy, and the decisions you make in those hours are the clearest. Yet most of us choose to bury our heads under the pillow, missing both the spiritual and the worldly benefits. My beloved brothers and sisters, imagine two people. One wakes up for Fajr, prays, then goes back to sleep until late morning. The other wakes for Fajr, prays, then sits for a while remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reading Quran, making dua, perhaps studying a little knowledge, or even planning his day. Which one do you think will find more barakah in his life? Which one will have clarity of mind, energy in his work, and light in his heart? The difference may look small, but in reality, it changes everything. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, taught us that the morning is the time when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses our rizq, our sustenance. If you want your wealth to be blessed, if you want your health to be strengthened, if you want your studies to succeed, use the hours after Fajr. This is the hidden treasure. If you waste the morning, you often waste the entire day. And if you honor the morning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honors your whole day. This is why some of the greatest scholars in history would write their books, give their lessons, or perform their greatest work in the hours after Fajr. They knew that their minds were sharpest, their hearts were purest, and their connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was strongest in those moments. Today, many successful people around the world, even those who are not Muslim, wake up early to use the morning time. They have discovered through experience what our Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, told us 1400 years ago: the morning carries barakah. So my brothers and sisters, do not think this is a small matter. The way you spend your morning can decide the way you spend your life. Just as Fajr is the dawn of the day, your youth is the dawn of your life. If you waste your youth, you may waste your entire life. And if you waste your mornings, you may find your days slipping away without barakah, without light, without blessing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us in Surah Al-Asr, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَامِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاسَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. By time indeed, mankind is in loss, except those who believe, do good deeds, and encourage one another to truth and patience. This, my beloved brothers and sisters, is the reality of the morning. It is not just a time of rest, it is a time of test. Will you rise and use the hours of blessing, or will you bury yourself in heedlessness? The choice is yours. And remember, every choice you make in the morning echoes through your entire day, and every day echoes through your entire life. And before we move to the next reminder, I ask you kindly, if this touched your heart even a little, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and write a comment below. Tell me where in the world you are listening from. My